Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 29th of October 2021, and the time now is 6:20 a.m. Well, our topic today is sour, sweet, bitter, pungent, all must be tasted. What are your thoughts on this Chinese proverb? All right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so for these Chinese proverbs, yeah, and then uh, four we have four elements here, which is the sour, sweet, bitter, and pungent. Yep, and then I think for these four elements, it can refer to kind of our life, and then our life is it's not always like fixed, it's not always stable. Um, we will experience sometimes maybe we're happy, and then sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we feel uh, kind of like tired, and then we have to work really hard, and sometimes maybe we feel angry, and then maybe also there are some big events happen. Yep, and then for these five things, I think it can be like a very short term one. We can refer it to maybe in a day you experience a few of it. Yeah, maybe in the morning you feel happy, and maybe in the afternoon you feel uh, you get annoyed by other people, something like that. And this is the short term one, and it can also refer to a longer term, which is like uh, maybe in your 20s, and then before 30s, and then you work really hard, and then maybe these 5 or 10 years could be like referred to the bitter, something like that. So yeah, for these proverbs, it mentions that all must be tasted, and then my thoughts for this is that um, because we are human, and then if let's say we just have one flavor, for example, the sweet here, we just have the sweet, and then yeah, I think more or less after some times, we couldn't be we couldn't be um, we couldn't be contented just with the sweet, and then we will like get used to it, and then we feel like not enough, or maybe like lack of something. So this is also in line with what we talked about before, which is like someone maybe win a lottery, and then maybe he has got a lot of money, and but money doesn't bring to the something like the long-term happiness. Yeah, and it is just like a pleasure, and then after some times the happiness level drop back to the normal one. So I think in life, yeah, maybe just this sweet, sour, bitter, pungent, different uh, different kind of emotion, or even different kind of accidents, incidents that happen in our life. Yeah, it's just a very normal thing, and if we can shift, if we can shift our focus on the sweet, and then to the others. Yeah, I think um, this is a better attitude. Yep. And then okay, so I think yeah, this is the first part. Yeah, and then the second part could be like we all know that also in Chinese there is a proverb which is like we have the bitter first and then we get the sweet. Yeah, so for life I think this is quite true, and but it is not something like a absolute correct things and then absolute correct attitude or uh, or the mindset. Yeah, I think um, yeah. Also, we discussed something like the something dealing with uh, the positive the positive psychology, right? And then there's something like uh, we can um, how to say we sacrifice our happiness and then we pursue something and then instead of doing this we have something like uh, to to enjoy the life at the moment and also without sacrificing working hard, something like that. So I think yeah, um, instead of getting ourselves bitter all the time and then waiting for the sweet, maybe in our uh, second or in our um, the, the second half of our life. I mean the maybe starting from 40 and then we started to get sweet. I think yeah, maybe this can be balanced a little bit, in our whole life, and then yeah, I think this is what I would do, and then also I think this is something like a better way to live your life, and instead of like sacrificing your the sacrificing the time solely in work, and then after maybe after 40 you started to enjoy. So I think it need to be uh, it need to be balanced. Yeah, at least for me. Yeah. So yeah. So I think these are my thoughts on this topic.
Mm, okay. I try to look at this sour, sweet, bitter, pungent another perspective,
Mm,
and I give you an example. Okay,
yeah.
for example, you are doing investments, and
Mm,
you can break into four categories, and it is you can imagine it is a table, and on the okay, this is a two-dimension table. Okay, and
mm,
on the on the uh vertical vertical category, we have up and down. Okay, and for the horizontal category, we have in and out. So let me
okay.
explain. Okay, and then this is a two times two uh, dimension
Mm,
table. So okay, and when the price is going up and you are in the game,
yeah.
you will feel pungent, you will feel excited, you feel pungent. And
Mm,
but but when the price is up, still it up, but you are not in the game, so this means you are out of the game. Yeah, because you got in and out, right? So
mm,
in pungent and out, what you feel, you actually feel sour. Yeah,
mm,
because
yeah.
why you didn't in the game, something like that. And how about the another one, which is Dao? when the market is going down, when the price is going down, and you are in the game, you feel bitter.
Mm.
Yeah. And how about when the market down and you are not in the game? Yeah.
Yeah,
It,
a little bit sweet, right?
uh, it actually had two categories. Yeah. Normally we think that it will be sweet, but how about if you look at other company that you that you never heard before and you don't familiar. For example, I give you an example. Let's say like uh uh mm, okay. For example, one of the company I also not familiar, but
Mm.
this is one of the company I recently heard before.
Yeah.
And I have no idea about that, and I also not going to and maybe never will invest this company. This is just an example.
Mm.
Yeah. So for example, one of the company called Mara, Mara,
Okay.
and yeah, let's say I'm not sure the price now. Okay, let's say the price is down, and let me check. Uh, okay. This stock the price is not in down. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Just one example. Yeah, because
Mm. Yeah.
for example, some there are some companies or there are some ticker that you never heard before, and you look at the chart or you look at the price and you see, oh, the price is down a lot. What do you feel? Do you feel sweet? No,
Um.
actually, no, actually, there are so many
Mm.
company stock.
Yeah.
The market is most many of them is going down. If you get sweet and then you just look at it, you just look at it every day, then you feel sweet. No, right?
Mm. Yep.
Mm, yeah. So the first one is the company you have no idea about it, and second is the company you 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 believe in the company, and then uh may, you also you also uh maybe previously you invest in before or not, never mind. Yeah. uh but another perspective is, yeah, you decided to invest and the price is going down. So now you have the chance to buy. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, of course. For some company, this is uh pungent, also pungent. Yeah, this is not sweet because there is no any reward, and when they buy in, they also will think, maybe the price will drop again. Yeah, so
Mm.
I think this is pungent.
Yeah.
This is still pungent. This is not a sweet. And then where is the sweet come from? Yeah. And uh, to to try to not kind of like uh uh kind of like you force to fit into a two-dimension table with this sour, sweet, bitter, pungent. We need to look at each of them. Yeah,
Mm.
when price going up, you are in the game. You are just in the game, or maybe you already in the game a long time. Do you feel sweet or do you feel pungent when the price just going up? Actually, it's pungent. Yeah, actually it's pungent. Mm. And and when the price going up and you are not and you are not in the market, you feel sour because,
Mm.
yeah, you see the price going up, but your money is still, let's say you have 1,000, still 1,000 sit in your bank account.
Mm.
It didn't grow, so it's sour actually.
Yeah.
It's not bitter because you didn't lose or you didn't suffer. Think this is just
Mm.
sour.
Yeah.
This is
Miss an
something that,
opportunity.
yeah, that is an opportunity. And when the market is down and you are in the game, yeah, it's a real bitter because you lose
Mm.
the money. You you. you think, yeah, if I take out the money, I didn't invest the money, yeah, although it sit inside my bank account, but I won't lose money. And when the market is down, when you're out of the game, maybe maybe you don't do investment, so this is your unknown. You will never you'll never have feeling about it.
Mm.
Yeah, so it seems quite correct. Yeah, but especially for the bitter and sour, and for the pungent, which is the price going up and you are in the game, maybe it is pungent plus sweet. Maybe it's pungent plus sweet, but actually pungent is take greater component. And try to imagine the stock you are holding increase 10%, increase 20%, increase 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%.
Yeah.
And is it the price starts to going up, you feel more pungent, or you feel more sweet? And when the price go up a lot, you feel more pungent or you feel more sweet?
Pungent.
Yeah, actually, no matter the price is just start going up, or no matter the price is already going up a lot, and you have a huge gain, this is also still pungent, because when the price starts to going up, you pungent because you think, yeah, this stock will going up and up and up to the moon. Yeah, so you feel pungent. And when the price already halfway in the moon, and you also feel pungent, you're not sure whether eventually will go to moon or not, or will drop back to the earth. Yeah, so you also feel pungent. Yeah, so where is the sweet come from? The sweet, to me, I have this I have another explanation, which is the sweet actually come from the long term. Yeah. For example, if you are doing dollar cost averaging, and if you can hold more than one bear market, you can suffer maybe 50. I think 50% is still not enough. Maybe 60%, 70%, or 80%. 80% preferable, and you can hold throughout that period. When you hold throughout that period, and the price going up again, going up again, and this is the time you feel sweet. It's quite hard to explain, because it is just a feeling, just like the feeling cannot be shared. You even though I tell you, you cannot really experience that. But try to imagine, if you are holding a stock, let's say for example Tesla, you believe the company, and then you bought in few years ago, let's say like 2013 or 2012, and the stock price at that time is very, very low, and the fluctuation is so high, and the volatility is high, and sometimes it will drop 50%, 70%, 80%, or 90%. But try to imagine you hold the entire period, you didn't sell, and now you look at the price. The prices go up a lot. Although you feel pungent, you also feel pungent, but but will you worry about it will drop back to your break-even price, drop back to your average cost price? You won't worry about it, because the price already go up so many times, maybe 10 times, maybe 20 times, or 50 times. It will never go back to the old price anymore. It will never go back to the cost price anymore. It's just about whether you earn more or you earn less. So at that time, this is the real sweets come from. Although you still feel pungent, but because you are a long-term investor, you don't care about the daily fluctuation or monthly fluctuation. And you have successfully hold hold the ticker throughout so many years, throughout the entire period. And another example, which is previously I wrote an article which is talking about the power of trend, and I kind of like used few of the company which have a strong network effect, and this company is known by everyone. I would say known by everyone. For example, Facebook, Alibaba, or maybe place to Amazon, Netflix, and or Disney. Yeah, these two controlling the TV, the mass replace the mass media network or YouTube, which is the Google. Yeah, so 4 already, and you can add one more, maybe Tesla, or maybe some others, maybe maybe Tencent. Tencent, which is controlling the gaming network. Yeah, so I forget, I picked 5 or 6. Yeah, and I try to see the 10 years. So start from like 2010 to nowadays. So the 10-year period, and what is the performance? And the performance is really very good. Yeah, and yeah, if you zoom out, the price is just going up. Yeah, although they'll have the daily fluctuation, and maybe during the period it will drop like 20%, 30%, 50%. Yeah, but if you zoom out, you can only see the price going up. Yeah. So this is a perspective. Yeah, this is one of the perspective to look at the sour, sweet, bitter, pungent, which is the sweet is actually after you experience everything. Yeah, and then you'll get and then after you experience everything, and then you can get the sweet in long term. Yeah, it also fit the Chinese proverb. The meaning of this Chinese proverb. And yeah, this is one of the perspective. Yeah, it doesn't mean this is correct or incorrect. This is one of the perspective. Yeah, although we got a lot of perspective, just like one of the perspective you mentioned is, yeah, our daily life will have bitter, will have sweet, will have sour, will have pungent. Maybe in the morning you feel sour, but at the night you feel sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is also another perspective. And if we not try to look only investment, how about others? For example, you are an entrepreneur. Yeah. When you feel sweet, it's also quite long term. It's also quite long when the business is really stable and really running well, and yeah, although they still may have some problem ready to solve, yeah, and you are working on that, but you know it's just of time. Yeah. And how about when you're just doing startup in short term? You feel sour, you feel bitter, you feel pungent. Yeah, you feel motivated. You want to work for it. Yeah, so you feel pungent, you feel sour. When the thing is not under expectation, when the thing is not going well, like your plan. Yeah, and you also feel bitter when you really experience the failure, some project fail, or you lose one customer, or maybe financial stress. Yeah, because you may not earn a lot of revenue or profits in the earlier stage, in the earlier time frame of the startup. In the startup. Yeah, when you're just doing startup, you may not earn a lot of money. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you also feel the real bitter. And another sour is you look at other people. Yeah, they work in a company as an employee, and then they live well.
Yeah.
And how about you? Yeah, you work very, very hard, and then that's what you get is actually quite little compared to them. And you will think like what I pay, what I put in, and what I get is imbalanced. And
Yeah.
it seems like the more I put in, and the lesser return, the lesser marginal return I will get out. Yeah. And why not I also act like them. Yeah, work in a company, and then I can enjoy my life. I don't need to be so hard. Yeah, this is a sour.
Yep.
Mm. And where is the real sweet come from? Yeah, although in short term you also will feel sweet. Yeah, small sweet, more small sweet. But what is the real sweet? Maybe like have a peace of mind. Maybe like you really gain the happiness, and and you're not worrying about the company because it is doing well, it is stable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like uh not work that hard, and then uh yeah, although you still work, but uh the input and the output become balanced and becomes exponential for the output the output input ratio. So that means the output become more and more. Yeah, although the input will also increase or maybe stabilize. Yeah. So the output divided by input, this number become more become greater and greater. Yeah. So you feel secure. Yeah. So this is the real sweet come from in long term. Mm. Yeah. And you also can look at other perspective. For example, career. It also apply the same. Maybe when you just become a teacher, and yeah, you face a lot of sour, bitter, pungent. Yeah, sour maybe is you work very long time, and other people also earns not very less than you, or maybe even more than you, but they don't need to work that hard. They don't need to work that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bitter maybe is you really feel tired like that, and pungent is yeah, pungent uh maybe maybe you're preparing you're helping the student preparing the exam, or maybe you're waiting the result of your student come out. Yeah, although your student result come out is a good result, and then you also feel sweet.
Yeah.
And but in long term, uh if you if it become very stable, and then you teach a lot of students, and the real sweet is not come from looking one or two of the students get A or pass the exam. Yeah, the real sweet is like you can help a lot of students. Or maybe it already become a stable and secure job. Yeah, you have the uh you have you have enough customer, you have enough student that you don't need to worry about uh, losing losing one or two of the customer, losing one or two of the student, and your job, your income will become insecure. Yeah, because as a teacher, especially a home tuition teacher, it is not like getting a fixed income.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the real sweet is is also in long term. When this job and the income is very stable and is secure, and you don't need to put in so much time, put in so much efforts in this business, and you still can help the student to get a good result.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my sharing for today.
Yeah, I think for the sweet part, maybe it can be like the self-actualization, yeah, which is not easy
Yeah.
to achieve. Yeah, but also it's at the like you need to suffer before getting there, right?
Maybe you don't need to suffer a lot. Yeah, but uh, yeah, because this is quite subjective about the bitter, about the sour, about the pungent. This is subjective. Yeah, even the sweet also subjective. Um, if you look at, for example, you think it is sour, you think it's bitter, you think you are experiencing pungent,
Yeah.
you still haven't experienced sweet. But if you try to look at other people's life, in their life, there's greater bitter, there's greater sour, there's greater pungent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe some of the people, they didn't experience pungent. They just have sour and bitter.
Yeah, really.
And yeah, so this is kind of like cannot hard to compare between individuals. This is just look inside your life and look inside your mind and try to categorize. For example, uh for example, yeah, your life zero. Uh, let's say you graduate from college, maybe 23 years old, and until your retirement age, let's say 60. So you kind of like categorize, try to fix it into these four things. Yeah, but does it mean that it can well fit? What is the correlation? And why is the why is the percentage, the what is percentage of fit? Maybe 20%, maybe 10%. Is it low? But it is more suit. It's most fit. For example, yeah, even though you say 23 to let's say 30, uh sour have only 3% fit into this time frame.
Yeah.
Sweets only have 1% fit into this time frame. Pungents, maybe let's say 10% can fit into this time frame. And but bitter have let's say 20% able to fit into this time frame. But you didn't but this is just 20%. But this is the most one. This is the most fit one. So you consider this as bitter. You won't consider this is sour, sweet, or pungent.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether you get what I'm trying to say. So you are just trying to put the thing into the category. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that the thing you put into the category equal to the thing. And what's the relationship? What's the relations? Maybe the relation is not that strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you consider this a bitter, but it's not the real bitter that most of the people feel. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
in Chinese,
yeah.
for example, in Chinese, there's one vocab which is 娇生惯养, which is the child of the rich didn't experience any bitter and they think their life is very tough. Something like that.
Yeah.
Just now, what you want to say?
Yeah, because also we for these four categories also they will have different degree, right? Yeah, to what degree you feel sour, sweet, bitter, pungent, right? Also is quite subjective.
Yeah.
Yep. And then just now for your investment case, yeah, I think yeah, this is uh, uh, yeah, one thing I think of is the leverage. Yeah, the leverage must be the pungent, right? If you apply leverage.
Yeah, and if you are a mess by using leverage all the time, you only feel pungent or bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, in long run, you only feel pungent or bitter,
Mm,
and at the end, you lose all your money. So in long term, you will feel bitter. In short term, you will feel more pungent.
mm,
Mm.
yeah.
The more leverage you get, yeah, the higher probability uh is a it will be true. Mm.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. So actually, just now you talked about like entrepreneur. I think for my father's business, yeah, it's really experience all these four. I think in the last 10 and 15 years, because this is not the business that my father start from the scratch, and then it is like he take over from his friends, and then firstly it is bitter, yeah, and then because at that time my father just like take over and then pay a lot of money, and then at at first he also didn't know much about this business, and then didn't earn much, so it is bitter, and then for like a few years, and then after a few years he told us that he actually feel sour, yeah, because the business like not only didn't make more money, but it seems like making less money. Yeah, so it's like something like make a wrong decision, so feel sour. Yeah, and then he wished he didn't take over this business a few years ago. And after that, uh, after that, um, the things that he experienced is actually the pungent, and then suddenly we have some knowledge how to make money in this business, and then also we also like uh, fire. We also lay off a few employees, and then we gain the knowledge, and then by our own. And yeah, that period must be like pungent and also bitter because the employee uh, the employee gone, and then you have to find another person to fix into that position, and also maybe sometimes you have to
Do it
do
by
the
your own.
task, yeah, by your own. Yep. And then after that, after you feel like, oh, actually I gain some knowledge here, I can handle uh, uh, most of the tasks, and then you feel sweet because it is like you're not controlled by other employee, by other also shareholders. Yeah, and then after that, there is a year which it is a great success, and then after so many years, and then I think that is pungent also, pungent plus sweet.
Mm.
Yeah, and after that, actually after that year, we make quite a lot of profits after that year for for 2 years. Yeah, so it's like 2 years in a row, and then actually that is the pungent is lesser because we know that it is getting more stable. Yeah, but who knows? The pandemic comes, the COVID-19. Yeah, and then actually during the COVID-19, my father suffered quite a lot of loss because have to pay the rental, have to pay the wages, yeah, quite a lot. And then I think the biggest hit is because we just moved to it's like we just have another new factory. Yeah, we move from the old to the new, and the old we still keep as a store, something like that. So the cost will be uh, the cost will be more than the previous year. So and then also meet with the COVID-19. So at this time, I think is bitter, a bit bitter. And then also because there is a time actually we have quite less car to repair. One of the reason is it is not allowed during the lockdown for a few months. And then but at that time it's quite ironic because we couldn't repair the car, but something like the windscreen is allowed it. Yeah, yeah. And then at that time also we try to switch our focus from repairing car to windscreen replacement. And yeah, after that actually they succeed to do that. Yeah, previously we only do like 10 or 15 windscreen a month. And after the switching, and then we do like more than 70 windscreen a month. So you can see they make it. Yeah, they try to find a marketing, yeah, which is really in this field doing the windscreen. And then they contact the person, and then they something like cooperate, do it together. So yeah, so a business is something um, up and down, yeah, just like the investment. But I think to my father maybe it's already sweet because even though we suffer loss, but it is like we already achieved the break even, and then we already making profit. So a little bit losses in the short term will not be a big issue.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it remind me another thing, which is the long-term happiness or the base happiness level.
Mm.
And although in the short term you will feel up and down, but as long as you cope and you are doing the right things, you are doing the thing you really want to do,
Yeah.
and in long term, the base level will increase. And it also can apply into this topic, sour, sweet, bitter, pungent. As long as you are doing right things, as long as you are doing something that you really want to do, and as long as you cope, in long term, the sweet will become more and more. Mm. So the
Mm.
sweet is something like the happiness. Although you still feel sour, you feel bitter, you feel pungent, uh, yeah, but the sweet, in long term will become greater and greater.
Mm. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, anything else want to add in?
No.
Okay, so that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Do you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake we made, please also comment to let us know because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Please like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.